Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. Picture this. I have two pieces of luggage, one in each hand. I walk into the Fairmont Hotel, I walk up to the front desk, and I ask for a room. And I add, I'm only going to need the room for less than 10 minutes. With a strange glance, I'm handed the room key and I proceed to my room. I walk into the room, walk in between the two beds, place one piece of luggage on the bed to my left, place the other piece of luggage to the bed on my right. Open up two of the pieces of luggage, take items out of the luggage from my left and my right onto the nightstand. What's on that nightstand is what you're going to hear tonight. You see, the two bags represent my personal and my professional life, my baggage, so to speak. And what you're going to hear tonight is a sampling, just a portion of my life. Warren Bunnell. Warren Dean Bunnell. How'd I get that name? Well, my mother was a lover of the arts, and as such, she wanted to name me after some prolific artists of the time. Warren for Warren Beatty, the wonderful actor that most of us probably are well aware of. And Dean Martin, a member of the Rat Pack group of the 60s and 70s. I have an older brother and a younger brother, which means that I'm a middle child, and I have all the baggage to prove it. I grew up in the Avalon Mall area. My formative years were both living and going to school in the Avalon Mall area, as I'd said. Sports, schooling, and sweethearts were the norm growing up, no different than anybody else. And it wasn't until I was about 15 when I discovered sweethearts, girls. Prior to that point, I was a big child. I would probably be classified as being one of the many overweight 15-year-olds that are around today. As a matter of fact, I'm probably about 15 pounds lighter today than I was when I was in grade 8. After high school, I worked at VOCM for a year, and I worked in the traffic department. And if any of you guys are familiar with the radio business, the traffic department is the advertising department. And I did that for about a year, and I realized that I had an interest in the business world, so I decided to go back to university, which I did. I went to Memorial University, and it only took me 8 years to get a degree. As a matter of fact, I ended up getting 2 degrees, an economics degree and a business degree. During my time in and out of university during those 8 years, I ended up doing a nursing assistant program, and I ended up working at the Hoyles Eskasoni home. Actually used to be the Eskasoni, and now it's Hoyles Eskasoni. I developed an interest in the medical industry, in the medical field, so after I finished university, I decided to pursue a career in the healthcare industry. I ended up going down the path of pharmaceuticals, and I've been a pharmaceutical rep for the majority of my career for the past 15 years or so. Last year, I decided to take a break from the pharmaceutical industry, and I went back to university. Actually, I went back to college, went back to Humber College in Toronto, and I did a public relations post-grad diploma program. I finished that this past summer, in June of this year, and I ended up hooking into an interesting job with a global recruiting agency, recruiting positions for Newfoundland and Labrador. And basically I worked with the 4 health boards throughout the province, trying to match the perfect position with their needs. And it is a challenging job, to say the least. So I went from selling 2 positions to selling positions. Not to trivialize it at all, but that's largely what I do. I actually sell positions. But you know what I mean. Not to make light of the matter. It's pretty serious. Sometimes, anyway. Say that, I'm going to go in here. So yeah, so I've been doing that for the past 6 months or so. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be doing it. I guess only time will tell. There's certain aspects of the job that I really like, and there's certain aspects of it that I don't like. Time will tell where I'm going to end up. My personal life, which I'm sure all you girls are interested in. Did you get that? I've never been married. I've been engaged once, so that means I didn't get married. I don't have any children, and I guess my long-term plans are to meet that special dream girl and settle down and have a family. Who knows what the future holds? Who knows what the future holds for any of us, for that matter? It was Dean Acheson, the American statesman, who said, "The future is lived one day at a time. One day at a time, living life to the fullest." That's how I expect to live my life. Thank you very much.